Hi, my name is Jerry Frayer with the City of Romulus, DDA. That's a Downtown Development Authority here at Dave's Barber Shop, where they've been in business for over 54 years. And I'm trying to give those stories of people that have been in business for over 50 years, that are passing that baton on, still in business through the good and the bad times. Sitting in the chair today is our mayor, Robert McCraight, who has been sitting in this chair for many, many years, and I'll let him take it from here. And Dave, the owner of the Barber Shop, is giving him a trim right now today.
If I had a nickel for every time I sat in this chair, I'd be a rich man. And these are the things we talk about Romulus that build community and they keep people coming back. And like Jerry said, the Rackets have run Dave's Barber Shop. It'd be February 54 years.
54 years.
So 54 years very soon, and that's a commitment. And you've seen all the changes in our downtown, and that's part of what we're working with our DDA director Jerry on revitalizing our downtown to bring it where it was back in the 70s when it was hustling and bustling down here. And also, we want a nod to the past and also a nod to the future. And so you have two components of this story right here with Dave and Judy Rackets running Dave's Barbershop for all this time, and then also part two over here with Danielle and how she runs the barbershop, moving forward in the future.
I just want to add too that Danielle sits on our DDA board too, which is nice to have some of the business owners on our DDA board too, which is, lets us know the commitment and them being involved and wanting to be a part of that revitalization as well. So we do appreciate that as well.
So Dave, tell us a little bit about your experience and your life here in Romulus. You've been here at Stapleton, this downtown and this community for a long time. You've seen it all. You've heard all the stories and rumors in this chair, right? That all goes through the barbershop at one time or another.
Pretty much everything.
Right.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just a lot of things have happened over 50 years.
Yeah, a lot of good people in Romulus.
A lot of real good people.
I say it all the time, we're really the gateway to Michigan. The signs around the airport say gateway to the world, but I look at it different. We're the gateway to Michigan, the first thing you see. And the best thing that we have here are the people in Romulus. There's a lot of good people here, and that's part of the push is to bring things back and revitalize it so they have a better quality of life. There's one right now. Get Miss Corber on video right there. Long-time Romulus bus driver, one of the Kool-Aid moms.
You're on camera.
Part of the people that
You're on camera.
Say hi.
You were on camera, you didn't think so, eh?
So Dave, one of the things I always say, and we have the advantage of a Monday morning quarterback in the economy down here. Romulus had Lear Seating and also Kelsey Hayes. Those two sites alone were about 2,000 jobs based in the auto industry.
Kelsey Hayes was a big thing,
Yes.
when that first started off.
Right.
There was about 2,200 people working over there, and at 3 o'clock you couldn't cross the street,
Right.
Now it's kind of dead.
And part of the economic development and revitalization has been to make sure we have different pockets of jobs. So we have food industry now, logistics, automotive. We're working on the battery component. We're trying to bring the tech industry here. But people don't think about the effect that those jobs have on the area. And if you see the initiative on Vining Road, we talk about bringing jobs back to the area. So you firsthand saw the importance of it. It's not the glamorous thing anybody wants. However, jobs bring money to an area, right?
Yeah, sure does.
So, when Kelsey Hayes was booming, we had Dailies in the area, we had Pizza Barn, we had all the different restaurants downtown. Another thing, we talk about loss of jobs in the region have such a negative impact that lasts a long time. There's also the fact that you did have some property owners in key areas in downtown Romulus that didn't share a vision, for a better Romulus, or raising that level of expectations in there, and they also didn't want to make capital improvements in their buildings. So the DDA has been creative in ways to secure some of these properties, and where the city of Romulus doesn't want to be a property owner, we've had to be more aggressive and work with these landlords and secure these properties. But now we've created that opportunity for entrepreneurs. Jerry, talk a little bit about that. About you have the Artisan Reserve, all properties, Bubbies, Polka Dots. Those are all properties secured by the DDA and the city of Romulus to revitalize and create that incubator program.
That's where our Nest Incubator comes into play at our chamber. Laura Sigmund over there has been, very helpful in trying to line people up with banks, money, help them out with, tools that can set them up to be successful too.
She's a whole second level to that program. So
Yes.
yeah, we gave creative leases to some people that have business startups in our downtown, and we also brought in phase 2 to help them build a sustainable business. So Dave, that would have been a good tool for you. 54 years ago when you started off, she could evaluate your business model, see what works, what don't work. And obviously, you didn't need any coaching. You've been here 54 years and successful the whole time. But
You know, had a big family helping start off. That's what helped out a lot. Having 7 brothers.
I got a question for you too. 54 years. I mean, it is a long time. How have you been able to sustain that? And I know we've had some ups and downs, but I mean, I know prices have always been good.
You know, truthfully, the barbershop's always been busy since day one. You know, I took a job at the airport when I first started off, cut hair at night. Didn't know what I was going to do here, and ended up, I worked there 6 weeks, and I quit that job and just started doing everything on my own, and it's been good ever since. Just been fortunate.
Yeah, no, and it's nice because I look at your business here, Captain Nemo's, Romulus, some of them that were able to sustain those longevity.
Well, the hardest thing when they redid the road, that was tough. But we still,
Yeah, not once, but even twice.
but we still managed to survive.
Yes.
People
But it
can
shows
find the
our
back way in.
community
What's that?
supports each other. Dave went to school here, so
Yeah.
everybody knew Dave, so they started coming to the barbershop.
Yeah, I grew up here,
And they continue to come to support us and Captain Nemo's and all the other businesses, so our communities.
And it is right. I mean, one of the things I hear when people fly in, and I don't care if you know them or not, they got to go to Nemo's or they're coming to get a haircut at
Yeah.
Dave's. It's like staples in our community. And I will say, to sustain a road improvement, not once but twice, like the mayor was saying, back in the day when we had Secretary of State down there, Dave,
Yeah.
people had to come to Secretary of State, so that drove people down there. We had a couple little restaurants, Coney Island, so those people were able to sustain it. You went in there, you took your number, you had a half-hour wait, you went and got a sandwich or a breakfast, and you came back when your number was there. We don't have that anymore where people have to go down there.
Well, it's going to help having the pizza across the street and
Yes.
Polka Dot. It's going to help
It is.
everybody's business.
It's-
One business helps another business.
part of what I like too a lot about Romulus is that sense of community you have. I did leave Romulus for a few years and quickly learned that it's not the same. There was different things in different areas. My family's always been involved in the community, so I learned at a young age that if you want a nice community, you got to put into it. And I never saw that sense of community that I saw here in Romulus. That's a lot of what brought me back here. And it was like, so coming here to get my hair cut for 55 years.
Yes.
Dave knows all the stories. And so the people that in that familiarity is one Romulus. That's what we
Yes.
talk about. And there's a lot of good people. We talk about the Crovas and the Rackettses and the Copuses that have been down here for years. How do we work on the next generation? That's where Danielle comes in. What's the next one up? You got your Brian at the Artisan Reserve. A lot of people in Romulus don't even realize that we have our own craft-made brew in Romulus.
Exactly, yes.
You got to come out and check these things out, and people have to engage. There's been studies that show if you go to big box stores and you spend your money, 30% of that dollar stays in that community. If you shop local and you hit Romulus Auto and you hit Nemo's and you hit the other businesses in Romulus, 70 cents of that dollar stays in our community, and that makes a difference. So you have to support local if you want to shop local. And we're working hard to build that community.
We are.
Well, that's how I've been fortunate. My girls, Danielle's been here 28 years. Angie's been here 29 years. Stephanie's going to have 25 years next month.
Wow.
These
So
girls don't leave. They're loyal
And
and they're good workers.
that speaks to your integrity and character too. Who wants to work for the same person for 27 years? So you're doing a good job here there. If you have
Yeah,
employees
that all helps out when you keep the same staff.
actions
Yes.
speak louder than words, and people are staying. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
What we don't have on camera is Judy Rackett, who's always been working here as well. She's hiding in the back room. She wouldn't come out behind.
Yeah, she's the chicken.
But like I said, that family name and being a part of this, and this is just a staple in our downtown, and we're very appreciative of the effort to stay here and to be here and to grow in Romulus. And I'm glad you didn't go back to working at the airport. I don't know who cut my hair for years.
So Danielle, looking into the future and sitting on our DDA board,
I try and channel Dave.
Okay, there you go. I hear you. I mean, just, what do you, hopefully you're here another 50 years, right? Or hopefully.
Yes.
So you've seen quite a few things that you're 20 plus years been here. So tell us about some of the things that you're seeing now that you saw that, what are your thoughts, concerns, or your vision for the future here? I'm gonna put you on the spot now.
Yeah, thanks. Like I said, I just channel Dave. I try and follow everything Dave did. He's run such a successful business. I would be stupid to change anything. But that's why I wanted to get involved in the DDA and try and be part of the community and be out
That's
there
key
more.
too. You know, I have so much respect for the people who've served on boards and commissions for all these years. You couldn't do anything without them. But to have new people want to be engaged and step up, and instead of sitting there on the internet talking about how things you used to be, they're getting involved now and they're being a part of the solution and growing the community. There's a lot of momentum.
And if I'm gonna grow a business in the city, I gotta be involved in the city.
Absolutely.
And Dave, I just want to say thank you very much and being so
Thank
successful
you.
in our downtown. We appreciate everything. And Danielle, you as well. Thank you. And Mayor, thank you for always having the vision and supporting everything that we do downtown.
So legitimately, Mike, for 40 years, I've been sneaking Tootsie Rolls out of here.
Oh yeah, I gotta give you a sucker. Hey, you want a
Make sure
sucker
you
about
get in
it?
the pry, I get my Tootsie Roll.
Gotta have the little kids get a sucker.
Sweet. Embrace the little kid in you. I'm never a girl, Dave.
You ought to be a little kid to me.